I, Juanita Deshazo Duke, formerly of Nacogdoches County, Texas, do hereby recall and relive those days called Depression and Baby Boomer days. I was still in the home of my parents when these days began. We first felt them about 1931 and 32.
Miss Duke, do you want to sit facing the tape recorder, so your voice will be directed towards.
Okay.
Okay. Just.
We were very poor as far as natural resources were concerned, but very rich in concern and love for each other, which was a precious feature in our home life. Stock markets and bank failures did not bother us, as we did not fall into that category. We lived in a farmer's settlement about 17 miles northeast of Nacogdoches County, Texas. We had no modern conveniences to make life more easy. We had wagons and horse teams, sometimes riding horseback. We drew water from our well and washed on an old-fashioned washboard. We traded at a small town, Cushing, Nacogdoches County, Texas, about 25 miles northeast of Nacogdoches, Texas. My dad said when he went to the bank, he saw men with shoes, one of one kind and one the other, and also shoes tied up with wire. Cushing, Texas was about 7 1/2 miles from where we lived. During this age and before this time, we went to country dances. We danced the old-fashioned square dance. My dad was a musician, so he played the violin for the dances. At other times we played dominoes and 42. Also, the villagers got together at night to make popcorn balls and peanut candy. It makes me hungry just to think about it. Then, in my late teens, I found a Christian way of life. This prompted me to attend church and homecomings in lieu of dances. My dad was a singing class teacher, so we formed a trio, Dad, Mom, and I, and we sang for church and annual homecomings. Then one day, when I was about 13, our house, which was just a farmhouse of 4 rooms with a hall and 2 porches, caught on fire. My dad was sick with an attack of asthma. When he did get relief, he slipped back in bed. We had mud chimneys in those days, enforced with grass. Usually they placed brick in the section where the fire burned. He failed to realize he had gotten the house on fire. Our house was sealed and screened. I, being a close observer, noticed a solid fire in a tiny hole in the wall ceiling. I gave the alarm to my parents, so my dad had to get up if he was sick. He advised me to go and get Mr. Rankins, who lived on our place, to hurry and help him put out the fire. We were too far from town to expect help. Besides, we had no phone, no car, or running water. We drew water from a well. Dad first approached this fire project, chopping with an axe on the inside of the wall ceiling. Though Mom said, "This is making this worse." Then he and Mr. Rankins went to outside and pulled 12-inch rod planks, the height of the house, with their bare hands. There was such an emergency. At first, Dad said it was too late. Then he began to dash water between the sealed wall where the fire began, and this put out the fire, for which we were very thankful. We were not sure just what Mr. Hoover did do or did not do to get us in this financial shape, or if it was just a famine in the land. But at any rate, we very highly favored Mr. Roosevelt, his successor, when he began and started donations of commodities, work projects, WPA, and so forth. And I believe it was 1937 when he set up the Social Security system. It began with low maximum earnings and a very low rate. I had a very beautiful sister, Frances. She was 10 years younger than I. She questioned me about Social Security the first time that I heard it. She said, "Sister, what is a Social Security card?" My boyfriend said he lost his. I did not succeed in the education I anticipated, but I attended business school at age 40 when I had a husband and 2 children. My husband would come in and say, "Do you have any clothing ready for me to wear to work?" Then the girls would ask if their clothing was ready for school. I was glad when we could get permanent press. Well, at any rate, I continued to attend school, but that says I used what mathematics skill I had to keep books and figure income taxes for the public for 32 years. My husband obtained work in Houston, Texas, along in 1942 and 43 as a painter in the shipyard, and also a painter, a decorator in the Herman Hospital in Houston, Texas. My married family consisted of my husband and I and 3 daughters. These daughters obtained a good education. They were very bright in learning capabilities, and we were and are very thankful for them. We now have 5 grandchildren, grandsons, and 2 great-grandchildren. In regard to prohibition, Nacogdoches County, Texas was still dry in 1967 and 68, but the prohibition was lifted in that county soon after this. One thing about this, though they should not drink, but if they were going to drink anyway, at least the state and city could at least collect taxes on these sales in lieu of bootlegging. Signed, Juanita Deshazo Duke, Baytown, Texas. Did you like it?
Yes, that was good. I think that would be perfect for my history project.